What's up, everybody? It's Johnny Bronto here with HauntScene. It is Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You are where you should be, watching America's #1 rated haunt podcast on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. Well, with me as always, my lovely, beautiful, amazing co-host here, Melissa Lucas.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to HauntScene.
And it's a nice shirt you're wearing.
Thank you. It is 100% true, by the way.
It is?
This is what we experience.
Eat nothing.
Eat, no sleep. Yep. Halloween and repeat.
That's right. We are from a haunt perspective, we're about halfway through our season right now. We still got about another 15, 16 things to do, but I'm excited. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. We have our trusty kitchen timer to make sure that we don't go over here. So let's get into it. You still alive?
Yes, I'm still here
for
now.
I mean, we still got a lot of stuff to do.
I know.
So let's get into the thing. So this is going to be a little no frills. We only have an hour-ish, and we're going to try to fit everything in under an hour, or maybe we'll just blow through it real quick, like when I do the show myself, and we'll be out of here in 30 minutes and going to Waffle House.
Let's do it.
All right. All right, so here we go. So thank you all for watching. Appreciate that. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, look down below. Look down there. There's a like button. Hit that. There's a comment button. Hit that. And then most importantly, hit the subscribe button down there. See, I'm being...
Like and subscribe.
Smash that subscribe
yep.
button. I should put on my YouTuber glasses. Yep. But yeah, so we're actually nearing 5,900 subscribers. So we're trying to hit 6,000 by the end of the season, which would be awesome. But let's go ahead and get into the stuff. All right. We have lots of stuff to talk about here. First, I want to give a shout out to a friend of the show, Molly Zombie, who's probably watching or will watch the replay here. We run into Molly Zombie everywhere, and we love them. And we saw them at the first haunt. I just wanted to give them a shout out because they're big supporters of the show. And you'll see the little VFX zombie thing and the crazy slingshot neon thing craziness. But I mean, they're the real celebrity.
Oh, yeah, you got to experience that.
I know.
Spookala. We'll talk about that later when we get to Spookala.
We'll talk a little bit about Spookala. I don't have too much on Spookala. I just want to touch on a couple things that we saw because we went for like half a day because we had some haunts to do that night. But yeah, so Molly Z, you're awesome. Thank you for supporting the show. We appreciate you. All right, here we go. Now, if you have any questions or need to say anything, make sure you go into the comments down below. Tag your haunt, tag all the things. And we're here to promote, not review these things.
Promote.
We promote things. I mean, we could rate stuff.
I don't like doing that.
This haunt is 7 bats out of 10.
Or 9 pumpkins.
It's 3 pumpkins out of 3. It's an extreme haunt.
Pumpkins. I don't know. Yes. If it's more than 4 pumpkins, it's too much for me.
Remember, we're here to make you look good. Yes. That's the whole point of HauntScene.
We want to get people to come out to these haunts and activities.
Yeah, so let's get into the stuff. Okay, first thing, we're talking about mainly, well, we're kind of all over the place on this one. I spent a lot of time driving on this trip here. We went all the way from the west part of like towards Tampa, Seffner, Florida for Pemberton Haunters. And then we went all the way up to Kirbyfamily in Williston, Florida, kind of by the Gainesville area. I hit another haunt that night called The Swamp, which we're going to talk about. And then on Saturday, during the day, we went to Spookala, also in Tampa. And then Saturday night, we went down to Terror Trail in Sebring, which is about an hour and a half south of where I'm at here in Davenport, Florida, by Orlando. So let me refresh this screen. I think I'm stuck on something. Let me just double check something real quick. All right, we're good. Okay, so we're going to go through and talk about all this stuff here and try to fit it all in. So first thing we're going to talk about is the first thing we did last week. Now, unfortunately, Melissa was unable to go to this one because she was at Horror Nights. Wait, were you at Horror Nights?
No.
Okay, good. That's not a good excuse.
I wasn't, no.
All right. But unfortunately, Melissa wasn't able to make this one, but Sherry and I went out to Hillbilly Mayhem by Pemberton Haunters in Seffner. Now, this, I guess, would be considered a home haunt, but it's so much more. I mean, it was ridiculous. You would have loved it. I mean, it was It was really, really super detailed. There were a lot of rooms. I mean, the walkthrough was like 6-7 minutes long. It took forever, and it's built in like a tent outside. I really, really, really
So
liked
it's mostly
it.
indoors?
No,
or outdoors?
It's think of like a canvas tent for like a wedding or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's built inside of that.
Gotcha.
So it is covered. So even if it's raining a little bit or whatever, you can go through. But the information here, if you go to facebook.com/Pemberton Haunters or instagram.com/Pemberton Haunters, PembertonHaunters@gmail.com, you can reach out to them. Their calendar is up there. So they'll be open on Friday and Saturday. Now, what's really neat about this particular haunt is it's technically free. You can do it. There is a place to make donations, which I would strongly recommend that you do. And there's merch and stuff that you can buy. But this one is in Seffner, Florida. You know where Seffner is?
I don't know.
So Seffner is, think of it like, it's exit 14 on I-4. Think of it like halfway between Lakeland and Tampa-ish. So it's kind of on the west side, right off the freeway, couple miles, really easy to get to. It is a residence, so there'll be some street parking and that kind of thing. I would imagine this is going to get pretty busy towards the spooky season. So, we're in spooky season, towards Halloween, which they're going to be open on Halloween here. But please make sure you check this one out. I got some pictures here. We do have a video coming for this. Sherry's working on it currently. We've got some amazing scare cam footage. She went through by herself with the scare cam, 4K, all that stuff. I went through. Sherry got some video of me going through. We got rocked. This is it's not like a yard display or anything. It's a full-on walkthrough haunt. And I think Rich, who is kind of on the verge of, if they can find a spot, I think he's just going to go pro and do his own haunt. So definitely moving in the right direction. We had some friends out there, Molly Z, Tampa J, Chris was there, a couple of our other friends were there. So thank you for inviting us to our media event. But let's go ahead and look at some pictures here. So yeah, take a look. So this thing right here, we got a really cool time lapse that we're going to have in the video of this awesome facade here. Cool photo ops, characters walking around, scaring you, doing all the things. I think they had a DJ out. There's some other stuff. There was a radio station out that night, which was really, really cool. But it's really, really big. Here are just some pictures of it. I mean, super detailed sets.
Oh, we got laser swamp.
Nice. A full-on laser swamp. So you guys missed out on this one, man. I really wish I would have had the whole crew for this one. There's like a whole barn facade thing built inside. And I didn't know what to expect. We don't get a chance to do a lot of home haunts because we don't have the bandwidth for that. But this one is totally worth it. And we will be going back to this one every single year. So we loved it. I mean, they gave me a shirt. I'm wearing the shirt. It was awesome. And I hope that you get a chance to go next year.
I hope so. I'll definitely go. I'll definitely go next year.
Melissa, next year, guess how many nights off you get?
0.
Yes, 0.
Okay.
Melissa Lukac will be going to every single haunt next year. No nights off, no nothing.
No nights off.
Ever.
No exiting.
You would have loved this.
No quitting.
You would have adored this.
If it's around next year, I'll definitely be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nothing but nice things to say.
This was a first year haunt, right?
No, they've been doing this for
Really?
a while. Yeah, it kind of blipped on my radar towards the end of last year, but we did 47 haunts last year, so kind of got lost in the shuffle with that. Went a little crazy, but yeah, it was great. I will recommend this to anybody. Definitely go out and check out the Pemberton Haunters Hillbilly Mayhem. So yeah. Did you go to that one? No?
Go to what?
You didn't go to this one?
I didn't go to this one, no.
Well, what else didn't you go to?
I think this is the only one I missed. And I missed Kirby's.
And? Okay.
Oh, and Haunting Nights.
Well, we didn't do Haunting Nights was like last week.
Okay.
So yeah. All right. So thank you all once again. We really liked it. I cannot stress enough. I can't wait to get to see the scare cam footage. It is hilarious. At one point, there's a claustrophobia tunnel, and I'm wearing
one of those big airbags.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm wearing the scare cam, and like to with our rig, you can't walk through front facing with the camera.
Go through backwards.
So I went through backwards, and halfway through, I tripped.
Did you really?
I didn't fall, but I'm Neo-ing backwards on camera. So that should be kind of funny. But they definitely got us. I mean, the crew, awesome. Characters, awesome. Sets, awesome. Costumes, awesome. Everything was really, really good. So make sure you go to the website. Make sure you go and check their Facebook page out. That's the main thing right there. But thank you for having us.
How far is that from here?
Well, we're at exit 55. They're at exit 14, so about 45 minutes ish.
That's not bad.
Yeah, kind of in the Sir Henry's Haunted Trail region there, a couple miles away from that. Yeah, awesome. Okay, moving on here because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Awesome. Okay, now the next night. Once again, me alone. This is like me all by myself.
You got some me time.
I did. I definitely got some me time. So on Friday night, I was able to go out to Kirbyfamily Scary Train. And this is in Williston, Florida. So this is up in the Gainesville area. It's about 2 hours away from where I live. Calendar, everything's available on scarytrain.com. You can go to facebook.com/KirbyFamilyFarm, Instagram.com/KirbyFamilyFarm, email them, whatever. Go out there. It's a lot of fun. Now, there were some differences this year. Like it felt a little bit darker. I don't know if just Daryl forgot to put on some of the lights or something. It was darker and like it was overgrown. Like and if you've never ever been to Kirby Farm's Scary Train, it has multiple attractions. It's got some walkthrough things, Possum Holler, Clown Woods. It's got a trailer park, which is hilarious. It's got an alien trail, which was awesome. A Hearst maze and a Danowski's dungeon, which is like kind of like a walkthrough thing of like props from like Spirit Halloween and stuff, which is awesome. And then they have a train ride, and the train ride goes around the entire perimeter of the area there, and it was like the grass was like almost parallel as tall as the train. It was pretty nuts in some spots. It's super dark, super creepy. Now the Scary Train is like a 501c. It's an outreach program, so it's like a charity type thing. Awesome. We had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I went by myself, and I got kind of wrecked in the Clown Woods Trail. Let's take a look at some pictures here. So I want to point out a couple things here. The train is awesome. Make sure you ride the train. They had a fire performance with several different performers there. Here's me with a clown in the Clown Woods. They sent some people through with me. And this one right here, right off the bat, was like, do I have any candy or sugar? I did not. So I was pestered the entire time. I was wrecked. And one of the funniest things I've ever heard a character say was, "Who are you?" And she's like, "Who are you?" And like I say my name, I'm like, I'm Johnny Bronto. And she's like, "Who?" And then I went to say it again. And then as I started talking, she says, "Cares." It's like, who cares? I was like, okay, you got me there.
Who cares?
Yep. But these are just some kind of random photos here. We've got some footage of this. We'll have to work on a video. One of the difficult things that we have right now is we have a backlog of content that we'll start pushing out. We're not going to get everything out during the season, but we'll have stuff to post in the off season. Some of our visits here. But this was awesome. We have a full-on Gravitron. Do you remember Gravitrons? The little UFO things.
Oh, yes. I've never been on those because they'll probably make me sick, but I've seen them.
So I will admit I did opt out of this one because I was like, Johnny. You know what? I don't want to die. I'm not 12 anymore, but other people went on it and had fun.
I probably would have snapped you like a glow stick.
So I don't think I have it right here, but on this little bunny thing where I'm reaching out and touching it, there was a huge real spider. Like this big. It was huge on the side of it. You can kind of see a little bit right there. So it's in the video. I'll show it to you afterwards.
Is that a prop or a person?
That is a prop. It's a huge stuffed animal. There just happened to be a spider on it.
Did you know the spider was on it when you touched it?
No. The clown pointed it out to me afterwards. Right?
Okay. Well, I would have died.
A couple other things here.
Are you crying in that photo?
No, I'm laughing.
Oh, okay.
I'm laughing because in the trailer park, which is one of my all-time favorite layouts for a haunt, a walkthrough, it's a bunch of like you're going in and out of these old decommissioned trailers, like mobile homes, and there's some pretty crazy characters in there. And in one room, completely at random, it's like a taxidermy room. There was a freaking Teletubby, a full-on Teletubby in a full-on Teletubby costume, and I about lost my damn mind because it was freaking hilarious. So a couple shot here, fire performers, also Alien Trail. Thank you. See, I've gotten 2 haunts to do Alien Trails now. Petrified Forest and Kirby's. 2 down. I got like 30 to go. I'm gonna make every single haunt do an alien trail. I mean, technically, like Horror Nights did an alien.
They
trail
did
last year.
alien scare zone.
Yeah. So we're good with that. But it's awesome. It's awesome. The Possum Holler Trail, you're walking in the dark for a while, and they were really aggressive. They were like crawling at your feet and stuff.
Possums?
No, I think they were mutant. I don't know if they were possums or a cult dedicated to possums or what, but it was creepy. And you're out in the woods at this one. You're walking around, and it's uneven ground, so just keep that in mind. But these I think they were all hopped up on sugar or something because they were super duper aggressive. And then you got the train there. I sat all the way in the back of the train and took the train ride. Pretty cool. Different little events happen there.
Did you see any ghosts?
I didn't see any ghosts this year. So that was kind of interesting. I did actually mention that in the video that I took of the train. So yeah. But Kirby Family Farm is awesome. If you've never ever been, there's some stuff to look at. They have like a merry-go-round. They have a Ferris wheel. These are not things that you ride, but they're really cool. Usually they're lit up. There's food. There's vendors and stuff there. And they have all kinds of special events and things. So make sure you go to the website and check it out. But we always have a good time every time we go out here. Yep. Okay, so next thing, and this is something I barely caught, was the swamp at the Homestead haunt here, also in Williston. I think it's within 10 minutes of where Kirby Farm is. And Tan, our friend Tan, connected me with these folks right here. And it is, you can go to homesteadhaunt.com. Here's the calendar. However, I did it. I want to explain what it is. So it's more of like a performance piece. It's not like a haunt where you walk through and people jump out of you, with a chainsaw and stuff like that. It's not like a traditional haunted attraction.
Like a jump scare.
Yeah,
type thing.
I mean they're jumping out at you, but it's not like set up as a haunt. Gotcha. It's a performance, kind of like when we went to the Rise, and they had the asylum thing.
Oh, yes.
Kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
You are literally walking through a performance. And I don't want to give away too much with the story. We'll take a look at some of the pictures here. These are just some clips from the video. They did allow me to film. I'm not going to spoil anything, though. It was kind of like Stranger Things meets Night of the Living Dead. But I know I'm getting it completely wrong. But definitely check this one out if you're in the area. I know they have different price points. It gets a little bit more expensive towards the thing. Pretty decent walkthrough, but just remember, it's not a traditional boo scare you haunt. You're walking through a performance piece. And I really had to think about this because I had a conversation with one of my friends. They were asking me to describe it here. Remember, there's this different sliding scale of different types of things. And some people want that boo, scare you, chainsaw, blood, gore, whatever. Some people just like Halloween. So we cover like the Halloween events, like Creatures of the Night or Haunting Nights or one of those. There's actually one at Gatorland I want to check out. But just do the research, go to the website, see if they, if you are going to go out to Kirby Family Farm, I would recommend you hit this one up and hit Kirby Family Farm. I like it when you can travel to an area and do more than one thing in a night. I know there's like a little bar thing there, so you can get some drinks and do some games and stuff right there, but it's actually really close to the Kirby Family Farm. So yeah, give a shout out to them. Thank you for having us out. Appreciate that. Thank you for Tan for hooking that up. Characters were awesome. Performances were awesome. Apparently there are little Easter eggs in this that if you go through multiple times, you can catch different things. But it's pretty cool. Really well done. Really well done. All right, moving on here, and this is something we're just going to kind of talk through because this is one that unfortunately Melissa and I did not attend. Mm-hmm. So we sent Casey and we sent Kira over to Tampa at the ZooTampa at Lowry Park because they both have kids, and they took their kids out and had an amazing time. So we've just got some pictures here, but if you go to ZooTampa.org, you can check out Creatures of the Night. Now, Melissa and I have gone before. It's a cute Halloween event. It's not like, there are some trails, there are some walkthrough things, there are some scare actors, but it's kind of low intensity. I guess we've seen
scared me a lot.
We've seen some adults get wrecked.
Yeah.
So
there's one that was like 3 or 4 pumpkins, and I was like, oh,
they rate them. Yeah, 3 pumpkins. Melissa almost quit.
I almost quit. Actually, there was a picture of me actually almost quitting.
Her haunt career was almost this close to being over.
Yeah. Way too many pumpkins for me to handle.
But yeah, this goes every Friday and Saturday. So there's only a couple weekends here. But if you're in the Tampa area, maybe you got some little ones, or maybe you just want to go hang out and look at cool Halloween stuff. It is pretty neat. But here's some pictures here. These look really cool.
It's very cute, yeah.
So they've got like a Spider Queen on stilts, some light up characters. I don't know what's going on with this top center one here, but they had like a character that was like shooting water out of their fingers.
I think that was the spider sequence. The spider person was. It looks like it's coming out of their hands.
A different person, but yeah. There's like fairies, there's clowns. Like I said, if this is something where you got little ones, maybe you want to warm them up to the concept of Halloween, see how they do. Definitely check out Creatures of the Night. There's food, there's all kinds of stuff. It's super chill. It's like one of the most chill events that you can go and do. It's really, really neat. Food, drinks, all kinds of stuff. Go in and have a good time. We miss you too, Jackie. But yeah.
We miss you, Jackie.
Yeah, so.
We miss your face.
Check this one out. Let them know. Thank you to Alex Crow for having us out again. Appreciate that. Now, while they were doing this with the little ones, Melissa and I went out to Terror Trail.
We did Terror Trail.
So when we did Terror Trail last year, we were bummed out because we thought that was going to be the final year. And apparently that was not the case because we got the notice a couple months ago that it was coming back for another season here. Now, this one's in Sebring, Florida. So it's about, if you're coming from Orlando, it's like an hour and 45 minutes south. It's actually like in between what we consider South Florida and where we are in Central Florida. So yeah. But if you go to Terror Trail, Sebring.com or Facebook.com/ oh, I forgot to change that. Sorry about that. It's not Fear Reach Scream Park. I recycled the thing. It's not. It's just Facebook.com. If you just look up Terror Trail, you can find it real quick. Sorry about that. Made mistakes. It's really easy to get to. It's right down 27, like my main road that I live right here, exit 55 on I-4. Just go down south like an hour and a half. You are going to be parking at the Sebring Raceway. Now, this is for the Humane Society in Sebring, so it's like dogs and stuff. If you want to doggos, you can't pet the doggos or adopt the doggos because it's so late. But you're going to park off site. They've got a little bus here, like this picture in the middle, and they will bus you over to the Terror Trail. And it's freaking terrifying, man.
It is pretty scary. I mean, not to mention you're walking through the woods at night.
Dark. And
it's really dark.
It was darker.
It was much darker this year than it was last year.
So it felt a little different. Like they change things up every year. Some of the iconic things if you've gone year after year there. But it was dark.
And it was like the year we went, they were playing music throughout, like really creepy music, and most of the time it was quiet.
Yeah.
Which was even scarier.
Yep. So we watched some teenagers get wrecked.
We heard them in the distance. It was kind of funny.
They were like running. So we
walked past this big guy with the chainsaw. I'm like, you're gonna love that group in the back.
Yep. Yeah, so it's fun. Inherently in Florida, being outside is creepy. There's the added things of like wildlife and stuff.
Real nature.
Yeah, you are out in nature. Yeah. So it is fun. It is a long walk. I think they say it's like 30-something minutes, but it feels longer.
Yeah.
It is a long walk, and it's many different scenes, different themes, and everything. Let's take a look at some pictures here. These are some pictures that Melissa took, actually. They got some scarecrows. They have this tunnel you walk through that goes on forever and makes you really uncomfortable. They have a new maze you walk through with some pretty tight spaces in there. It's not so much a maze as it is there's something that Terror Trail does with their haunts that makes you uncomfortable. Actually, like the tunnel and the bus and the maze.
Yeah,
you're gonna be
very
in some
small, tight spaces. Yeah.
So they got a graveyard scene. They got a spooky clowns and stuff. Really cool. If you've never ever been, it's definitely worth checking out. We have fun every time we go. We had some friends there. We met some other content creators. Our friends Jeremiah and Kier were there, which was really cool. Orlando Dave was there. So it's really, really neat. We like to try everything if we can. And we've been going down to Terror Trail for
the last 3 years?
3 years,
The
4
last
years?
3 years.
Yeah. So it is totally worth it. And check out Terror Trail. They give you like a glow necklace. There's some snacks and stuff you can buy on site. The main thing is just remember you're parking off site. You're actually parking at the Sebring Raceway, and they'll bus you over. And then after you're done, this one's no frills. Like there's no real midway or whatever. You go, you do the trail, you decompress, eat some snacks, and then you get back on the bus and they take you home. So this one's actually pretty straightforward, but it's awesome. Yep. All right, and then I want to give a shout out here to Spookala. We did go to Spookala here on Saturday.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
So we went. Don't have a lot of pictures here. We did get some footage. Once again, we're still kind of processing things here. But I did 2 cosplays.
Good job.
2.
You were burning up in the first one.
I was burning up in the first one.
But it was worth it. Yeah.
I did the silence from, if you're a fan of Ice Nine Kills, that because Spencer Sharness was there as one of the guests, and they did a little acoustic set on Saturday night. And then when I dressed up as the silence, the character, he wasn't even at his booth.
He wasn't there. He wasn't there until after
I think he's doing like photo ops or
yeah.
something like that. So I was kind of bummed. But then, and this was the really cool part, we met up with Chris the Girl. Yep. And we were part of the, I think, world's largest or attempted world's largest ghost face meetup. So there were like hundreds of ghost faces, and I switched over to a ghost face. Melissa dressed up too.
We were on stage with them. It was the official count was 231.
Yeah, so there were
Total
a lot of ghost faces. Yeah. But that was cool. We got a picture here from the back here. Huge panel for Ghostface. Got a chance to check out with some of our vendor friends. Saw a lot of our friends there. It was really, really fun.
We were hanging out in the back, and then Matthew Lillard just kind of randomly took a picture of us on his camera.
So we are on Matthew Lillard's photo reel.
That was pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
What is it with you always being involved in Matthew Lillard's pictures?
I don't know.
Remember a couple years ago happened? He was there. He was at Spooky Empire, and he was like, "Hey, let's take a picture."
Yeah. All
right. So Melissa's like
his biggest fan.
Photo magnet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good. It was a lot of fun. I like the location a lot at the Florida State Fairgrounds over in the Tampa area. I thought that was really cool. I also liked not having to drive to Ocala for this, so that was really neat. It's in a bigger market.
They did announce that the one in April will be back in Tampa.
Oh, cool.
We'll be in the same area. They did very well there.
So a couple things to remember about this. Spookala.com. Go there, buy all the things. Here it was $10 to park a day, so just keep that in mind. Worth it. I mean, we got there pretty early. But we had a lot of fun. We got a lot of good footage, met a lot of friends. Hunting Hints was there. The little escape game was there, and a lot of our vendor friends were there. So we had a really good time. So congratulations on the show. It seemed like everybody was happy with the guests and everything. The guest room was pretty packed. Saturday, it was pretty busy when we were there. So I think we left around 2:30, 3 o'clock.
We left around 2:30, and Saturday was packed.
Yeah.
Usually Saturdays are.
Yep. So got this one coming up in what was the month?
April.
April. Okay, so keep an eye on that for that.
So spring. It'll be back.
Spring.
Yep.
So we'll be back there for that one right there. That was a really, really good time. And now we're going to talk about what's on the show next week. Wow, we blew through this pretty quick.
I'm going to be at that one.
You're going to be at this one?
I'm going to be.
Way to show up, Melissa.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Way to be a part of the show.
I will not let you down, Johnny.
So we have 2 components to this weekend. On Thursday night, we're going to be in Leesburg at the Melon Patch Theater to experience Asylum. Now, I think this is another one of those, like it says it's a walk-through haunted Halloween haunted house. So another performance type thing, which looks pretty cool here. Really excited. Crystal's going to be there, our friend, and maybe we might hand off a certain doggo to Crystal that night. Mm-hmm. I know, right? Yeah. Well, because guess where we're going?
South Florida.
Guess where we're taking our talents to?
South Florida, baby!
Miami! Woot woot! I don't know.
I'm so excited.
All right, so we don't pick favorites, but we do have, there are certain parts of the season that I'm a huge fan of. I love going to South Florida. I absolutely love it. Some of our BFFs in the haunt industry are at Fright Nights and Nightmare Village. We've got friends at Horrorland and No Way Out Miami. So these are going to be the 4 on the list. And we're doing our first mini road trip down to South Florida. And I forgot to put a very important icon here. What did I forget to put
You
here?
forgot to put Flanagan's.
I forgot to put
Actually,
Flanagan's.
the real reason Johnny goes to South Florida is for Flanagan's.
So let's, hey, look.
All the other haunts are just a bonus.
Look, the real secret of HauntScene is we go certain places for food, right? We go to North Florida for Whataburger.
Whataburger.
And Buc-ee's. And then we go down to South Florida to do
Flanagan's.
Flanagan's.
We go down the road of Johnny's house to do
Hey, the hotel we got is right by Flanagan's. It's crazy how that works.
I know.
So we'll probably hit up 3 different Flanagan's on 3 different
Johnny's
days.
probably just going to camp there. He's just going to live there for the whole weekend.
So we love this. Horrorland is at the Jungala in Miami. Awesome. I think they actually have like houses this year, so I think it's going to be set up a little bit different.
Very cool, very cool.
I think I've got 5 of them. No Way Out has a new theme this year at the Dolphin Mall called Insomnia, which looks awesome. And Fright Nights is back to 4 haunted houses, which is going to be really cool. That's what we're doing on Saturday.
I'm so excited.
And then Nightmare Village at the Extreme Action Park. We'll be out there doing that on Sunday night. So we have a very, very long weekend. And as of when we get back from this list, when we get back from this trip here, how many haunted attractions, how many haunts will we have done?
20.
20.
Yes.
Good job. Was that a guess?
Yeah, actually, yes.
So we have 20. Now we've got more to do.
You did say that we already did 15, right?
Yeah, we've already done 15. Plus these 4
and
plus
the
the
other
silent
one. Yeah,
would
so
be
it would be 5, yes.
Yeah.
And 15 plus 5 is 20.
So good job. Way to do math.
I try.
So we had a really good time. I mean, at all the haunts that we did this week. We can't always make everything at the same time. Sometimes we have to split squad. Sometimes when we have the season start, things might get rained out or there might be a hurricane or whatever. So as much as I want to bring everybody to everything, unfortunately, sometimes we have to split squad and send certain people to do certain things. And I think for Creatures of the Night, it worked out really good. But yeah, we had really good. So everything we talked about tonight, had a really good time at all these. Really looking forward to South Florida, because these are our friends, and we adore Fright Nights a lot. So Alex, Craig, everybody out there, Steven, everybody we know, Sammy and David and everybody.
We love you very much. So please don't kill us.
We love you.
We love you so much.
We love you so much. And
my love for you
nice
is huge.
if you didn't murder us this year.
Please be nice to us. Don't kill us, please.
Yeah, I think I am opting out of getting trashed this year.
Are you really? It's probably so much fun. Are you gonna watch us get trashed?
Yes.
Okay.
That is why.
Okay.
So I can watch you get trashed. You and Kira. So it'll be Melissa, Kira, and myself. That'll be who's going down to South Florida.
Okay.
So yeah. All right. What else we got? That's it. That's all we got for tonight here. So we're just gonna blow through this pretty quick. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate that. Thank you to Pemberton once again for the shirt and everything. Hopefully you've been enjoying the content. Keep an eye on our YouTube channel. I think our Fear Reach video is going live tonight. I think Sherry's putting that up, so keep an eye out for that. And we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. So, yeah, I thought that was going to take a little bit longer, but we just went through all the things.
You were about right. About 30 minutes.
Yeah, so we're good. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap the stuff up here. Closing slides. Want to thank our platinum sponsor, Fright Nights South Florida Fairgrounds. Can't wait to connect with you this weekend. You are awesome. And remember, Rec, Kira, and Melissa, not Johnny.
Actually, Kira more than Melissa.
I'm gonna buy a Nobu necklace here. I'm just kidding. They don't sell that.
They don't sell that.
All right.
They'll destroy that. They'll take it away from
I know. They'll take a tarantula and put it in my mouth. All right, got that. Thank you to Davey here. So appreciate that for sponsoring us. If you want to sponsor us, we're actually looking for a sponsor for the road trip coming up here to Pennsylvania. So if you want to get more information about that, please hit us up here or go to HauntScene.com/support HauntScene. Different ways maybe you want to buy us a tank of gas. And that's fine. We like to do all these things, but we're also poor, so that also helps.
True. Gas is expensive.
It is expensive. So yeah, make sure you go in there and check that out. And thank you for our Patreon supporters here. We appreciate all of you supporting us. You are all amazing. Keeping the haunt lights on. We love you. Appreciate that. And make sure you follow us. Our main platforms these days are Instagram and YouTube. Those are the two things that we focus on mainly. But we also have a presence on TikTok and Facebook and X, Twitter thing, and email us if you have any questions. Yeah, that's it. So guess what time it is?
Waffle House time.
It is time for Waffle.
Yay.
We should have Waffle House to sponsor us.
We should. Waffle House Ghosts.
We
should have a lot of sponsors.
I don't know, man. I think we're Ghost. You know what? We love you. You can still sponsor us if you want, but I think we've all kind of fallen off the Ghost wagon. Like I
don't have them as much as I used to.
I was drinking like one of these a day for like 3 months in a row, and I'm having like one a week now.
I had the blue raspberry one last time.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, thank you all for watching. Appreciate that. Once again, if you're watching the replay of this, we appreciate hanging out to the end. Hit that subscribe, hit that like button. Appreciate that. Leave us comments. And you are all awesome. So that's going to be it for us tonight. Till next time. Did I forget anything?
I don't think so. We covered everything. South Florida haunts that we're doing.
Yes.
Asylum. Yeah,
we're good. All right. Till next time. Spook easy.
As always, happy haunting. Have a good night.
We will
Bye.
catch you at the next haunt. Bye-bye.
Give me some treats.